Okay, now before this video gets too far, because I forgot to mention this, I'm hosting Deepwoken Steel Ball Run soon, and I'm sure you know what Steel Ball Run is. If you don't, watch Steel Ball Run. Right, but Deepwoken Steel Ball Run is going to be hosted where we go across luminance and stuff on Thresher Mounts. There's going to be a dude who isn't on a Thresher Mount. It's going to be half scripted, like it's going to have cinematic scenes between voice actors and stuff. If you want to voice act your own character, that'd be great. If you don't want to, I can have a voice actor voice over your character. But to do that, join my Discord server. It'll be linked in the description. They'll also be hosting culling games soon. I'm going to call it Culling Ganks and Metal Ball Run, which I definitely didn't pilfer Metal Ball Run from YBA or my friend. But that's the important stuff, getting that out the way. If you enjoy this video, please subscribe. If you want to suggest a different video to me, send it to me in my Discord server. Please join my Discord server. Anyhow, thank you for watching. I'm going to cut to the actual important bits of this video. Thank you for thank you. Hello. Today's video is a little bit different. Now, what I'm going to be talking about today... Oh, wait, this is Jujutsu Shenanigans. It's the wrong game. I'm sorry about that. Today... Oh, wrong thing again. Nice! Okay, today, I wanted to talk about getting cracked and my experiences with getting cracked, and how you too can get cracked, right? Now, it took me a long time to get cracked, especially considering the fact that I'm not naturally good at things, right? So it's very difficult to get cracked if you are me. But what I learned is, with getting cracked, you want to have consistency always, and then it makes things a lot easier, right? And what I'm talking about is getting cracked at Deepwoken, of course. I play Deepwoken. You think I get cracked? No. Now, here's what we're talking about, right? If you didn't know, I'm probably one of the highest... Not highest rated. I'm one of the best ice heavy users in the whole game. And the reason why I say best but not highest rated is because not only do I not do chimes, but there's only like 2 notable ice heavy dudes besides me. If we're not including the people who are staying anonymous on my account, which there are a couple of them. They're really good, but debatably, I'm the best out of everybody on the account. And that's just because I know life the game the most. And here's the thing. You don't... Here's the first takeaway. You don't have to be good at a game. If anything, not winning your fights is actually not even a bad thing, because in order to win your fights in Deepwoken, if they're on like a meta build, that means they want to get top 250. That means they actually care about this game, which it's a game you probably shouldn't care about it too much. And let's say they are using a normal build, like they're using one of their fun builds, but they're better than you. That typically means that they probably got more hours than you, right? So if they say easy, don't take it to heart. Like I remember yesterday, this guy, former top 50 dude, I'm pretty sure he's pretty good. He beat me. My ping was all over the place. I don't really care that I lost. It's whatever. But basically, the big takeaway: if you lose, don't stop that from getting that doesn't stop you from getting cracked. What stops you from getting cracked is your mentality. And the reason why I say that is because with Deepwoken and with supposedly fighting, because I was talking to this one girl, she said that fighting, the way it is if you're not in the right mental space, you won't be all there, and then it'll be harder for you to do things, right? Which I personally believe her. But basically, what I'm trying to get at is, first things first, if you want to get cracked fast at Deepwoken, right? Play the game a lot. I feel like that's obvious. And if you don't have the time to play the game a lot, at least try to play the game a little bit every now and again. And the thing is, the reason why I got better like really fast recently, like for me it's been like an exponential skill increase. As I get better even faster, and that's because I've been labbing combos and builds inside of my head when I'm sleeping. Like I dream, it sounds kind of corny, but I genuinely sometimes have dreams about Deepwoken, and then I dream about the builds, and I also think about the builds. I think about combos. Most people think about would be most meta, but I like combos more, so I dream about the combos, right? But consistency is a huge thing about getting better at Deepwoken. First, you need to be consistent. You can't, like right now, I took about a week break because I went to an entirely different state than my home state, and I came back. I have not touched a keyboard in weeks, or no, a week-ish. So I'm kind of rusty when it comes to anything keyboard related. My typing speed went from like 300 words per second, or no, it was more like 230 words per second to like 160. So I'm like a really slow typer now. I can't do all these texts that I used to. Like I try to do a back hit, I can kind of do it, but that's just dumb luck. The fact that I can do it right now, right? So first things first, consistency. Now, second thing, if you want to get good at Deepwoken fast, don't play the meta. And the reason why I say don't play the meta is because if you play the meta, you're going to learn how to play specifically off that meta, and you are never going to be good off that meta, right? So, I played something somewhat niche, like you can say, oh, Ice Heavy's broken, whatever, shut the fuck up, right? But I'm playing something that I like to play, right? I'm not playing something because it's good. And the reason why that's important is because if you make things less of a chore on you, it will become evidently more fun, and that's why people try to have jobs in like careers that they like, so it's more fun for them, so it feels less like a chore. If you play your build that you like, it'll feel less obnoxious whenever you lose and you don't know your keybinds and like all the moves are all out of order, right? Now the fourth thing, consistent keybinds, right? Let me explain. With E, for me, like E and 6, that's my generalist attacking move that I could use to attack at any point whatsoever. It's not really my feinting move, but I can throw it out anytime I want, right? And it would be pretty easy. With 4, it's any move that provides any sort of mobility, whether that be vertical or horizontal. I like to have my mobilities on 4. And then I typically have a generic attack or a good feint. I like to have a good feint on X, like my X, it's Ice Skate. I could have put like Gaze or Glare in it, but I like Ice Skate as like a feinting mantra because genuinely it's a really good feinting mantra. So I have that on X. Typically, I have anything support related or something you pop only once in a while on middle mouse, which it's a good thing to have it on like a button like that. And then I also have feinting mantras like M1 feint into this. I have it on T. And you'll notice in all of my other builds, like my Flame Ice build, I had Flame Leap on T because I could feint it on T really easy. It was like all that. And then 2, generalist poke move, I typically like to have Exhaustion Strike be my poke move because it's Exhaustion Strike. If you ever seen me in Type Soul, I had Gehenna on 2 for the same exact reason. It's like a good extender and poke. And then 3, I typically have it be my rushdown extender. And the reason why you need to know what your keybinds are is because here's the thing, like playing one build, it'll get you good at that one build, but like what you'll learn is you will be evidently much worse at every other build that's not your main build. And the whole reason why you come up with where your keybinds go is every time I make a new build, I always have things on about the same keybind. Like I have Ice Daggers on 5, Crystal Impale on 4, Exhaustion Ice Lance on 2 and 3 respectively, Shoulder Bash typically on Z, and then Ice Forge on T, Ice Skate on X. If you notice, all of my moves are in the same exact spot in pretty much all my builds, and I typically don't like having mantras that overlap that spot. And then like if I could get like ice cubes or something, right, but I already filled up all my generalist attacking slots, I would not put Ice Cube in even to drop anything like ass. Like let's say I have Frozen Servants, like the Blast Spark version, I wouldn't drop that for like ice cubes if I could, because that's how my mantra loadout works, right? So far we've talked about consistency, not letting your ego get to you, which is a huge thing. That's honestly the biggest stopping point for getting good at the game. If you noticed, with a lot of like good player, quote unquote good players, especially like people like King Larps, who actually watches my videos, he apparently doesn't like my videos at all, but he doesn't leave any dislikes. He just watches them out of pure anger. He doesn't even leave comments. Like if you're gonna hate on my videos, at least do a better job and leave like a dislike and a comment about me. Spread misinformation. I don't know, but like he hasn't gotten much better, and I do apologize for using you as an example, but you're the first person that came to my mind. He hasn't gotten much better at the game, specifically because his ego got to him so much, where he's consistently switching to new meta builds, which he is good at the meta builds, I will be honest. I've fought him on a bunch of his builds. Whenever I'm actually like trying to fight him, I'll win, but if I'm having fun, he will beat me every time. And it's not even like a oh yeah, he can beat me, so I don't want to fight him. I actually fight him because, to be honest, there's no reason for me to not fight him. If I lose like 24 elo, I don't really care. Like, if you notice right now, I'm not ranked. Normally, I'd be like top 300, but that's not because I want to be top 300. It's just because nobody really beat me in chimes to take it. Right? Because farming for elo, it goes with the ego, and that makes it a lot harder to get good at the game. Because now you're feeding your ego instead of feeding yourself, right? It's like, something about like the journey, right? Like, oh, the something journey. It's not about the journey, it's about how you get there. Yeah, that's the line. That's the line. But basically, it's not about getting the top 250. It's about the like practice that you're getting. And another thing, which I think is utter bullshit, that the top 250s tell you to specifically keep you not as good as them. They say, oh yeah, play chimes without a kit on. Why the hell would you play chimes without a kit on? Like, here's my thought process. If you wear a kit, you survive longer, and surviving longer allows you to fight the same person for longer. So it lets you, like, if you're fighting, like me, I've fought No-Go a couple times. Every single time I fought him, he's consistently beat my ass. And I'm not gonna lie saying, oh, I did good. I killed him. I killed No-Go. I Omega LARP or something, right? He's beaten me every single time we fought. And this is prime No-Go. I haven't fought No-Go recently. But instead of dodging him, I actually fought him for that elo. Well, I didn't get the elo, but I fought him for the skill, actually. So there's that. And it's really good to just fight people, right? But I would not have fought him like a good amount of time if I didn't have a god kit on. Because if I wasn't wearing a god kit, I'd be down 130 HP as well as about 25% physical. Meaning, I would have died within the next 3 seconds of him hitting me one time. Yeah, and that's kind of a problem, considering the fact that if you want to get good at the game, you gotta actually practice fighting. And another thing, what I've seen people do, they fight people way out their skill level. And the best analogy I can think about it is like giving trigonometry to an elementary schooler. The elementary schooler will not know where to start. But if you build up the elementary schooler with stuff around his level, then you can build him up to trig. The idea is you won't be able to just immediately lock in and kill some top 250 dude if you aren't somewhat around the skill level you need to be to fight a top 250. You'd actually need to be fighting people around your skill level. So when people say, oh yeah, I'm 800 elo, honestly, that's not a bad thing. That doesn't mean you're bad at the game. That just means you're fighting people around your skill level, and let's say you lose, well, you're still going to be around 800. You're going to fight people similar to your skill. Now, that's why I think the elo system is stupid as hell, because you're telling me I could get top 250 from boosting, and then everybody else that fights me will just get free elo. Never personally like that. Can you wake up, dude? I want to fight you. Okay, there we go. Oh, he's lagging. I'm gonna wait. Jesus Christ! Okay, well, anyway, back to what I was talking about. Getting good at the game, getting cracked. You also gotta learn text. That's the thing that a lot of people don't tell you about. Techs are the most important bit about getting like good at the game. Because if you don't know any good techs, good chance most top 250s aren't actually good because they're like good parriers. They're good because they have some sort of tech that they abuse. Like with me, my little tech that I like to do is little vent predicts with like good vent predicting moves. And the reason why I do vent predicts instead of like whatever the hell most people would normally do is because I just like them. They look cool and they make me feel good, right? Another thing I really gotta mention, I said this before, don't play the meta, but find your specific playstyle, because with like how I play, if somebody who mains Gale heavy tries to play my build, they're most likely not going to be able to play it the same way I do, because the way I set up my builds, I set them up for my specific playstyle. So if people don't have my specific playstyle, they'll never be able to use my build the same way I use it, which it's not a bad thing if you can't use a build the same way I do, because it's like my build is kind of special and it's set to me. I mean, people can use it normally. It's just my playstyle on the build is objectively better than everybody else's on my build, because this build is made for me, right? But that's off topic, right? Build made for me, so obviously I'm gonna be better than most people at build. I feel like that kind of makes sense, right? I feel a little bad for this dude. His ping is atrocious. And another thing, game knowledge. If you want to get cracked at Deepwoken, game knowledge is a huge thing. Like, if I didn't know half the stuff I knew about Deepwoken, I would be nowhere near top 250. It's specifically because of the game knowledge I have and all the techs I know that I'm able to actually get, quote-unquote, crazy combos, right? Like, you'll never see anybody who doesn't know a lot about the game hit something crazy. And I mean, like, genuinely crazy. And that's because they don't know the game like that, so they can't hit those combos, which I get. It's not really your fault if you're not good at comboing. Anyhow, this video is getting kind of long. It is 15 minutes, and I want to shorten down my videos, as well as talk about the fact that, I mean, I'm going to talk about this at the start of the video. I'm just going to put it in, because I need actors and stuff. But, yeah, that's besides the point, right? So, the last thing that I did to get good at the game, which is something that a lot of top 250s aren't willing to do for some reason, because they're fat fucking lazy chuds who aren't willing to just do PvE. But, do PvE. PvE is genuinely one of the best ways to actually get good at the game, and the reason why I say that is because getting good at PvE lets you get good at PvP, and on top of getting good at PvP, it also gets you better gear. Now, the reason why I say, oh yeah, do PvP, I'm gonna be honest. You do not need a PvE build for anything. If you've noticed, I have crowns on this build, and I have medallions. I fought Kyrzen champion a ton on this build. I have Kyrzen necklaces. I sold a bunch recently. But I have killed literally every single boss in the whole game solo on this build. And the reason why I'm able to do that isn't because I'm some hardened PvE build who uses all these meta PvE things. It's because I actually did the PvE, right? Actually doing the PvE will teach you how to PvP. And the reason why I say this is because PvP and PvE is similar, and a lot of the time, PvE can actually teach you event predicting, which most people don't seem to realize. Like, if you fight Duke, and you get him in a combo, typically after 2 to 3 hits, or not 2 to 3, it's more like 4 to 5 hits, Duke will typically vent. So if you know whenever he's gonna vent, or he also vents after flourishes, if you know when he's gonna vent, you can parry it, and then you can practice parrying vents on NPCs. And parrying the vents will teach you how to actually do shit in PvP, right? Because parrying vents, rolling them, it is genuinely one of the most overpowered techs you could ever learn. If you don't know how to roll a vent, you're fried. But once you learn it, it's good, right? So do PvE, do PvP. And the thing is, a lot of people, they say, oh yeah, I'm on a PvE build, so I can't PvP. I depth skank on my PvE builds. It's fine. And when I say depth skank, I don't start them. I just help out my friends in the depths on my PvE builds. And the reason why I say it's fine is because most PvE builds have a gimmick to them. Like, they either do insane monster damage, insane M1 damage, or have insane tank. You can use those builds for PvP. I've honestly used my PvE builds for Chimes of Conflict and have had little to no issue actually getting top 1,000. It might just be because I'm actually halfway decent at parrying compared to most top 250s. I feel like I'm just patting myself on the back though. But I think it's more the fact that I actually do the PvE and the PvP. I'm willing to do both sides, and that's the thing. With the PvE community, they're not willing to do PvP, and with the PvP community, they're not willing to do PvE. If you can't do either, or you do only one but not the other, you will not succeed, right? Plus, it's kind of embarrassing being the #1 God Seeker and being like, hey, you're my PvE carry, could you do this PvE thing for me because I'm such a lazy chud that I can't do it on my own? I mean, hey, if you don't want to do it on your own, you don't have the time to, and you just have your friend do it for you, all the power to you. But whenever it comes down to you actually needing to escape the depths or something, you won't know how to fight that corrupted bone keeper, and you're gonna be scared to leave the depths. And what, you're gonna have somebody log on your account every time just to kill corrupted bone keepers or make a new build because you can't fight it. I don't know, that's embarrassing. But if you watched this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. Join my Discord server. I already said that at the start of the video, but join my Discord server. We're hosting Steel Ball Run, Deepwoken soon. If you want to hear more about that, join my Discord server. Also, I'm doing voice acting gigs and acting gigs in my Discord server, so please join up for that. If you enjoyed this type of video, or you want a different type of video, you want to request something, make sure to either comment it or join my Discord server and ask me about it. I'm always home, or not always home, because as of recent, me and this one person have been talking, so now I gotta, like, not focus on my Deepwoken stuff. But you get what I'm trying to say, right? Like I'm here if you need me. I guess I could do actually soon I'm gonna upload Deepwoken tutoring, which is what I'm gonna call it. Basically, I'm gonna be coaching people in Deepwoken, but I feel like Deepwoken tutoring sounds more fun. So I'm gonna be hosting Deepwoken tutorings over the weekends, on most weekends, whether or not I am busy or not. And if you wanna see anything else, I already said that, just hit me up. Collabs, I've been asked for a bunch of collabs. If you want to collab with me and you remember that I was supposed to collab with you, ping me. If you want to collab and you haven't asked, you can ask. I respond to pretty much all my DMs, unless it's about things that not super important, like build help. And if you message me about something important in my DMs and I didn't see it and I didn't get to it, yeah, don't message me in my DMs again. I won't see it because it shows up in message requests. Just ping me in my Discord server, please. Anyhow, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.